Hello, everyone. This is the Lion Ben C, and welcome to WWE 2K22. We are going to be playing. Yes. Because we're not going to be playing my faction. So. We are playing My Rise. Now, if you were here expecting a Rumble Roses, that is going to happen next week. I'm going to start alternating every other week. I have over 60 videos on Rumble Roses right now. Give me like 10 seconds. I will literally go double check the playlist. Yeah, I have 63 videos on Rumble Roses Double X. I love the game, but we're going to start alternating back and forth between this. Now, if I get the 8 people I need to finish out, to get to 100 subscribers, I will still be doing the big 4-hour tournament and all that. So don't worry about that. So we're going into My Rise. We're going to be doing a women. So the game plan on this is I'm going to start my character off with the most basic outfit, sports bra and boy shorts. And as my character
Wow, this is really
unlocks
nice. Yep,
unlocks
the
new
last
things.
Stop on our tour. Here you'll
Hey,
be
Ashton, how you
evaluated by
doing?
the trainers, the bosses, and your fellow wrestlers. When you're in the gym, all eyes are on you. Oh, sorry, isn't there anyone on the European side we can discuss this with? Ugh, not discus, discuss. So, what do you think?
I can't believe I'm actually here.
I meant about the tour. Too rushed?
I don't mind. I'm anxious to get started.
We feel the same way.
Sure seems like it.
Oh, sorry, one of those days, you know. Listen, I've been the head recruiter here for a few years now, and I can't remember another trainee I've been this excited about. I'm finishing up a tour right now. Frankly, not one of my best. I'll be back in my office in 5. Any questions?
Just one or two, maybe. Like, I was wondering...
Great. I've got to run and deal with this. And you've got the last bit of forms to fill out, waivers and whatnot. I gave you your training gear, right? No, I didn't. Get started on the forms. I'll be back in a few. When WWE is trying to put smiles on people's faces all over the world, it truly is all hands on deck. I'm walking back to my office now. Walking back to Wall King back to.
Gotta love voice to text. So, first we're going to choose our background, and anybody who's watching, you guys get to help me choose. So, are we going to be MMA, which will give us raised arm power, leg power, and technical submission and defense? Pro athlete, agility, body durability, and grapple offense. Indie, aerial offense, grapple reversal, technical submission. Or an actor, which will give us recovery, movement speed, and stamina. Which background should we use? And if nobody picks, I'm going to pick. But yeah, we're going to be, every time we unlock a new piece of clothing, we will be putting it on our character. And we're going to see how ridiculous we look. But we'll also slowly be refining our character as we play. So, does anybody have a pick they would like? We're going to give it just a few more minutes. When I hit 6 minutes, which will be here in 3, 2, 1. Well, we got nobody, so we are going to go pro athlete. So, should we be a striker, a technician, a high flyer, or a powerhouse? Once again, let me know if you have a preference. Powerhouse seems appropriate. Okay, we'll do a powerhouse then. All right, Ashton. So we will select this. We will go no persona. Our superstar name. I like the name Stacy. She will be Stacy Williams. So this is going to be the actual call. So let's get to S. There should be Stacy here. No Stacy. Are you kidding me? We cannot use Stacy as a name. All right, so no, okay. Technically, we can use Stacy as a name, but her name just won't be announced. And I wanted to. So let's go to B. Let's see if there's a good B name. Yeah, they have Ben and Benjamin, but you can't use Stacy. So now what? We'll do Betty. We'll change her name to Betty. So let's see if we can get Williams. I'm gonna be pissed if this one isn't there, considering that William Regal is in the game. Williams, there we go. And now we need a nickname. And we can put the nickname anywhere we want. So we need a nickname. See, this will be faster. Go up. No Juggernaut. Let's do Unbreakable. So that'll be it. And then we will change her name. Do, 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 do. And her hometown will be in the US of A. Wow, they have a lot more of these than I thought they would. All right. We're not going to go too crazy on the look. I just got to make it somebody who, I can actually stand to look at as much as we're going to have to in this series. I'm looking for like a really sculpted. There we go. That one's sculpted. Got that six-pack going. I don't know. I kind of like that hair. What do you guys think? Let me zoom in here. What do you think of the spiderweb hair? I kind of like that hair. I think we're going to stick with that for right now. Okay, that's already taken. Oh, this will also allow us to later on go and change her presentation name if we want to give her a different name to go with what she's looking like. Menu screen pose. Let's do that one. We'll leave those all alone. So right now we'll leave all this alone. Performance. Yeah, she'll do Nia Jax for right now. Same thing with Victory. Her signature. Yeah, we'll do the pump handle sub, and then I like that one. She's going to have a variation of a super kick. Yeah, we'll keep her on payback. And there we go. This is our character, Betty Williams. She's almost like Riddle fighting in bare feet. All right, come on. Let's actually get into the match.
I thought England was always cloudy and raining. Isn't that like its whole thing? Hold on. All set?
All set.
Great. Nervous? Don't be. You've got a great look. I think you're going to enjoy your time here.
What's really funny is that she's so nice to your female character. If you do this as the male, she freaking hates you.
Thanks. I'm just ready to work to make this dream happen.
That's the right attitude. Dedication. Focus. Hey, yep, got all that. Go ahead and get changed. The other trainees should be here soon. Everyone meets in the main ring area.
Will do.
You're going to get a survey on how your first day orientation went. For my job security, it would be great if you could...
All 5s.
It's out of 10.
All 10s.
Maybe 1 9, just so it doesn't look fishy. Stupid question, but how fast is the fastest boat? That's not that fast.
All right, come on. This is the one bad thing. Loading times in this game are horrible. So we have some new stuff. Social media. A lot of these are just the just silly stuff. You have to kind of click on everything to get it to go away. And of course, here's Triple H getting great updates about the new talent coming up in the Performance Center lately. They better watch out. And then we have our DMs. Which is basically, hey, come here. Oh, dang it. Trying to get that green to go away so when I actually have new ones, I can... Attribute upgrades. We'll be upgrading our grappling. And so grappling first. And if you want to see what it does, if you hit Y, you can go to view details. So grappling level 1 gives you 5% and your grapple offense and nothing to your strength. But if I put it up to 1 or to 2, it adds 2 to my strength and another 10 towards my grapple offense. But we want that. So level 1 with defense, strike reversal is all the reversals. And if we move it up to 1, they start moving up. Resilience is your durabilities, and we want to raise those up. And so we will spend those 3 points. We're going to save 2 to kind of see what we need. And then here we can change our appearance, our entrance, our moveset. So 100%, and what we do for victories, 100% we'll be doing that. So let's talk to Josie Jane.
I think you're in the wrong locker room.
Nope, pretty sure I'm in the right place.
This is for wrestlers. Don't you have a ball to kick somewhere?
That's cool you're a fan, but FYI, the only thing I'm here to kick is asses.
Are you serious? Typical pampered athlete, thinking you can bluster your way through this. Any talent you might have won't mean anything once the sweating starts. Training here isn't like anything you've done before. I've gotten more bumps and bruises than a rotten jackfruit, and I've pulled muscles I didn't even know I had. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
And you have no idea what it took for me to get here. I know how to put in work.
Not like this. While you spent the last decade being catered to and taken care of, I trained in Calgary, the epicenter of wrestling, and then fought the best independent wrestlers in North America. And I've gotten the scars to prove it.
We've all taken different roads to get here. Now, it's time to find out who deserves to stay.
I've worked too hard for too long to get here, to let some walking shin guards fresh off the pitch steal my spot.
Now you've gone and given me a goal to shoot for, and I don't miss. So after I kick your ass out of here, be sure to tell the folks back in Calgary I said hello.
Hey, I'm Mei Lee, but everybody calls me Fanny.
Nice to...
Because my last name is Fan and I'm a WWE super fan. And hopefully someday when
Oh,
I
Lord.
get to WWE, there'll be Fandemonium. Get it?
Sounds good, Fanny.
Nice. I am so excited you're here.
Oh yeah? Are you a soccer fan too?
Nope, I'm just tired of being the new girl. It's all WWE for me. I can't get enough. I even follow indies like PCW. You ever heard of Buzz?
No, but I can hear a loud buzzing in my head. Then again, maybe that's just you.
He's probably my favorite wrestler. I've seen him compete 2,009 times.
Wow, that's a lot.
He actually put
She's
in good work
crazy!
with management to get me in here. And this has been the best 2 weeks of my life. Well, maybe not quite as good as the 2 weeks I camped out for WrestleMania tickets in New Jersey. It was colder, but there were a lot fewer surprise super kicks. You know WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, I don't live under a rock.
It's only the biggest, greatest, grandest event in the entire universe. It's the crown jewel of sports entertainment. I've been 6 times, as a fan, obviously, but maybe, could you imagine Fandemonium in the ring at WrestleMania?
Anything can happen in WWE, right? So who knows? Maybe I'll be right there with you.
Awesome!
I like Bailey. I like Fanny. She's very, very funny.
Sup, new girl? Welcome to the PC.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Even though I'm mainly training the men right now, I'm always around if you need any advice.
Good to know.
One thing I can share with you right now is that in this business, you either have it or you don't. My daddy taught me something a long time ago. You could polish a dog turd all day. At the end of the day, it's still doo-doo.
I'm not sure I totally understand.
Me neither. Why would anyone even want to polish dog poo? It's disgusting. Anyway, trust your gut, pick your spots, and make sure you don't end up in the D-O-double-G house. Good luck.
Namaste 11. Wanted to send you some good vibes on your first day of training. Thanks. It's weird trying something new after all these years. Don't worry. Just in a moment. Attack WD like you attacked the goal. Nobody outworked you. Keep that mentality. You'll be fine. You're right. I'm a grinder. In shorts or in tights, there will be no difference. So they made you a former soccer star. All right.
First off, I'd like to officially welcome our newest recruit to the start of her WWE journey. If you hadn't noticed, there's a lot going on behind the scenes today, so fortunately, I don't have time to go through the big corporate speech that old Vinnie Mac and his pals in HR require me to give every single time a new trainee arrives. So we're going to cut to the chase.
Have you met Chase? He used to dress like a giant rib.
Huh?
Fanny, zip it.
Sorry, Mrs. Glamazon.
Okay, as you may or may not know, the WWE Superstars just finished up a huge European tour. Unfortunately, a big storm hit and now their plane won't make it back in time for Raw in Miami tonight.
There are a few superstars who weren't on the tour that are able to make the show. But now Sasha Banks doesn't have an opponent.
OMG, the boss!
Fanny! Anyway, we heard from Raw GM Mandy Rose that they're scrambling to find someone to take on Sasha.
So, that's where one of you comes in.
I'm already packed. Let's go.
That's great. But we haven't made a decision on which one of you will face Sasha tonight.
And in WWE, we like to solve our problems in the ring.
There's no decision. It's me. She started hyperventilating the moment Beth walked in. You think she can wrestle on live television in front of the entire WWE universe?
I can do it. I'll be fine. Whoa, getting dizzy. I better sit down. Yeah, I'm out.
And she hasn't been here long enough to know where the restrooms are.
Third door on the right.
It's second door on the left, but close.
Look, we're on a tight schedule, so we need to make a call, one way or another.
Josie, you've been a bit banged up recently. Are you even up for this match?
I can do it. Sasha Banks won't know what hit her.
Okay, problem solved. Josie will go face Sasha.
Not unless she gets through me first.
The decision has already been made.
I thought in WWE we solve our problems in the ring.
Yeah, most of the time we do. But this is different. We're on a time crunch here.
Sean, she's got a point.
Okay, fine. You two, get in the ring. Winner goes to Raw to face Sasha Banks. And whatever you do, make it quick.
Well, here we go. And here's the training. Now, win, lose, or draw doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does, but we'll check it out. Backbreaker. Ah. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Ah. I lost. Oh well. Winning or losing doesn't really matter on that match.
Come to congratulate me?
Sure.
Actually, yes. Congratulations. You really earned it out there.
Thanks. And I'll admit, you're better than I thought.
Well, not good enough. But they say every failure is a learning experience. So, maybe you can give me some tips after you face Sasha.
Yeah, about that. Getting into the ring with you proved two things. One, that I'm a little better. And two, that all my nagging injuries have finally caught up to me. They're saying I'm not cleared to get into the ring with Sasha Banks.
So who's gonna face her on Raw tonight?
Congrats. I hope you learned something today. You're gonna need it.
Yep. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you win or lose that fight. You always...
How awesome is this? You're going to Raw?
Yeah, not the way I wanted to get there, but I'm excited about the opportunity.
It doesn't matter how you got there. Just focus on getting the job done. I mean, who cares if you totally failed and were frankly embarrassed in your match today? Or that you now have to go and face Sasha Banks, who is way tougher than a banged up Josie. Or that you've only been here for one day and have no idea what you're doing.
Is this supposed to be a pep talk?
It was. Sorry. I'm still a bit lightheaded. Will you bring me back some hotel soap? Oh, and anything with the word raw on it. You're the best. I mean, not in the ring, but don't worry. You'll be fine.
Wow. They're doing a rush job on my stuff, which is basically a sports bra and boy shorts. Not even have any boots. I'm wearing the equivalent of what Riddle wears. Congratulations, new girl. You're getting thrown into the fire, but sometimes that's the best way to find out if you can take the heat. Give them hell. Oh. Mandy Rose, R-Truth. Well, let's talk to Rose.
Ugh, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm here to face Sasha Banks tonight.
They sent you? You've been at the PC for what, 24 hours?
I think it was just under 3, actually.
Great. I mean, first it was the travel issues and now this. Do you think the other GMs have to deal with this crap? No, they don't. They could have at least sent someone who spent some time inside a real ring. I thought it would be Josie Jane.
And I plan to make the most of my opportunity.
Okay, I guess we'll have to make it work. Just try not to embarrass yourself or me or Raw, okay? You know what? That's too much to ask. Just don't get hurt.
Here's the thing. In real wrestling, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, okay, you're a jobber. You're going out there to do the job.
What's up? I'm R-Truth. Welcome to Friday Night Raw.
Isn't it Monday Night Raw?
Man, I was one of the lucky ones who made it back from Europe. I'm so jet-lagged, I don't know what day it is.
But Raw is always on Mondays.
Only if you don't have a DVR. Anyway, someone told me you were a PC girl.
That's right.
Cool. I don't know nothing about computers, but I'm starting to think that fad is here.
It certainly
Listen, a little birdie told me you were here to face Sasha Banks.
That's true. I'm hoping to give her everything I've got.
Enough about that. The real question is, why are birdies telling me other people's secrets?
I don't know.
I love R-Truth. Ron
One of
Killings
life's
is hilarious.
great mysteries, I guess. Anyway, good luck against Sasha. I got a feeling you're going to be fine. But keep an eye out for any gossiping birds. They're bad news.
Thanks.
Wow.
Who are you?
I'm actually your opponent tonight.
No, you're not. I don't wrestle fans.
I'm not a fan. Well, I am a fan, you know, of yours. And WWE, of course. But, I mean, I'm from the PC.
I know who's at the PC.
I just started today.
And they sent you to face me? Are you kidding? I was supposed to have a Raw Women's Championship match against Naomi tonight. And now I'm facing off against this joke? Wait, are you dying? And this is your wish?
Look, I get it. I'm brand new here, and not what you expected. But what you can expect is for me to give you everything I've got.
I can't imagine that's very much. I'm a boss. You're a nobody.
After tonight, I might be a somebody.
All right, here we go. Wonderful.
One fall, making her way to the ring from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Unbreakable Betty Williams.
Here's an athlete who left professional soccer for greater physical challenges. Since she set foot in the Performance Center, she's been dedicated to fulfilling her potential as a WWE superstar.
Her ability to take to the ring so naturally has been the talk of sports entertainment media.
The only bad thing is playing Rumble Roses for so long, I got to remember certain buttons don't do what I'm used to them doing.
Guess what?
What? It's boss time! I knew you were going to say that, Michael.
from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Myron, it's always a treat to see Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks has her own swag, she's got her own confidence, and she knows how to back it up.
If there's a camera around, Sasha wants to be in front of it. If there's a spotlight out, she wants to be in the middle of it. Sasha Banks once stood in line for the opening of a refrigerator.
You should get one of those rings that say Graves on it like Sasha has.
I'll pass.
All right, here we go.
We have an unprecedented situation tonight where, due to the fact almost the entire roster was stranded overseas, you're going to see some fresh faces on Raw.
And one of those fresh faces is Sasha Banks' opponent, who just started at the Performance Center earlier today.
It's one thing to be a rookie and take on the boss, but this is insane. I have a feeling her face isn't going to be so fresh after this is over. Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
The boss keeping focus.
She's got the whole WWE Universe.
Ooh, she'd had enough of that.
Producing a trampling. Counter. And now there's an opening.
Watch out! Running Bulldog.
Ooh, Bulldog.
Look at this, Byron. Her legs are locked.
Think about all the pain she's in right now.
There's no shaming. Slipped through and escaped. That was pretty. Places her right in the corner.
Oh, man, nasty kick.
Hurricane Rana. Is it enough here? Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
She's still got a lot of stamina left.
Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up.
What's gonna do?
Look at the height. Oh, on the knees. That could be the tide turner.
Backbreaker. That kick will stop you in your tracks.
That's one way to create some separation.
Elbow smash.
And proving a bit slippery for him there. Two-handed choke slam.
Sasha Banks forced into defense mode here. Woof, what an elbow. Oh, and she turns it around.
Ah, look at this. Leg slam.
Big reversal against the boss.
Ow, knee to the cheekbone.
Locks in the gut wrench.
Suplex.
And a mud hole is being stomped.
All right, let's do our signature.
Stunning display of power. Banks looking a little lost. The boss might be done.
What are they going to do here? Oh, look at the power. Look at the strength.
Big time powerbomb. That just stacked the deck against Banks.
Cover.
1, 2, 3.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
She beat Sasha Banks in her WWE debut.
I never thought I'd see this happen here tonight.
She just started the Performance Center this morning. This is unheard of.
And the boss wants nothing to do with a handshake. She's livid.
Sasha Banks is in shock right now.
I would be too.
Nonetheless, what a moment.
I won. Everyone knows you got lucky, but you won't stay that way for long. Just got some scoop on the woman who beat the boss. She just started training at the WWE Performance Center yesterday. Oh, and I found her social. A top WWE superstar losing to a nobody. Wouldn't happen to me. Embarrassing. Oh my god, did I just see the boss lose to a random? Lordy, lordy. Having trouble keeping your house in order. Impressive victory. Lot to look forward to in this young woman's future. Bailey asking Sasha if she's feeling okay. But I won, so that's awesome. Let's see what she has to say.
You sure are luckier than a skinny caribou in September.
Lucky? I beat Sasha Banks fair and square.
Don't ever forget the only reason you were there was because I was hurt. That should have been me.
I'm going to try to keep her nice.
You're angry at missing out. I would be too. But I also know that you would have been happy to face Sasha if things were reversed.
Maybe. But that doesn't mean I'm going to forget what happened. Or that I'm going to stop trying to take out my frustration on you.
You can try, but I'm no one's punching bag. Okay, tell me everything. How did it feel? Winning? I mean, it felt great. Obviously. No, not that. I want to know about the ring, the ropes. How was the catering? Do they use real silverware or plastic? Oh, do they have extra underwear in case you get so excited that you pee a little? I didn't ask.
Oh my lord.
Did you shower after? Sorry, stupid question. I don't think I would, though. Talk about a sweat souvenir. I can't believe you beat Sasha Banks. Do you want to watch the match? I've recorded the whole thing on my phone. I've seen it about 30 times already. No thanks. I was there. I know how it turned out. Totally. I'm gonna watch it again, though, either way. Still can't believe it.
All right.
Like everyone else, I was glued to my TV last night. Congratulations. A really impressive win, especially right out of the gate.
Thanks. I'm glad I was able to prove myself.
Let's not spend too much time in the afterglow. You still have a long road ahead of you. Time to get back to the grind.
I know. I still can't believe I beat Sasha Banks on Raw. But I'm not gonna let one match, even a win that big, define my career. I'm here to be the best I can be.
Good. Because after what I saw, I'm getting in the ring with you myself.
Now? My neck's still a little stiff from last night.
Nothing a few glam slams can't fix. Come on. Let's find out if you got lucky last night, or if you really are that good.
All right. Ooh. Yeah, she's gonna beat me. Yeah, get too greedy and you will eventually will do it right back. Oh, missed. All right, we'll go ahead and do our finisher. It's not one I picked, but it's the one you get for the Nia Jax moveset. Oh. Flapjack. She tried grabbing the rope. It didn't work. Decisions you have made during this storyline have changed your alignment. I am a face. Because I didn't argue with Beth Phoenix. But I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I like being a face.
I guess now we know you really are that good.
Thanks, but don't worry. I know I've got a lot left to learn.
You do, but you've also got talent. And right now, the only limit I see to how far you can go is how hard you're willing to work.
Guess it's time to get back to the grind.
Guess so. Keep it up.
We have a new notification, and we will check this out in just a few seconds. We're going to go ahead and stop our video right here. We'll be right back to play more WWE 2K22 My Rise mode.